My plan was to play another game, and I was going to do Valheim, which uh so I died in uh in a swamp and I cannot get my stuff back. So I had the idea to restore an old backup, but that old backup was before I beat that tree boss. So now I have to beat the tree boss again in Valheim. After all that trouble, I have to do it again. So I'm gonna get the game open now. Yes, Viking game, the Crinmo Dynasty. Change the game over. You came to just give me a quick zap and then leave. Okay, the volume hopefully is okay. I can turn it down a little bit. This should be the same maximum level that Portal 2 was. So it should be okay. And you'll see I have a new boat. I looked up one thing and I found out you can make a different boat. Look at this thing. Where is it? Look at it. It's a whole pirate. It's a pirate ship. It's a Viking ship. It's small, but still, it's way better than what I had. That stupid little raft that took 1,000 years to go anywhere. This thing is so much faster. So I need to sleep. Well, first I need to dry off. Then it's time to sleep, and then time to beat this exact same boss that I already beat before. Okay, I have what I need. At 2. I'm gonna take my boat over so that troll doesn't attack me. Actually, just go forward. Turn to the right. This song in Valheim, it always reminds me of Skyrim music. There's a song just like this in Skyrim when you're just like walking around the world. It has that same kind of, I don't know, instruments or music enough to explain it, but it kind of, it kind of goes up like that. It's the same thing. Probably faster because the wind's in front of me just to do this. Trust me, this is way faster when the wind is actually behind you. I was zooming. You'll see that as when I get back after beating this thing. How fast I am. This is so much faster than the raft. So much faster than the raft. I don't even need to go this far. I'm so happy I have a better thing than that stupid little raft. I'm so happy. one thing actually. This is gonna take a little bit to do, but... So my chat on screen, I went back to Streamlabs because they fixed their integration with 7 TV emotes. But one thing that using when I did the stream elements, I had the messages disappear after a bit. I think that's up. Is it not? Okay, so after, I think I had it on a minute. Save changes. That got completely wiped out, so that's fine. Alright, Tanner. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye. Like a dog was barking at me. I was so confused. Back here. Okay. I'm gonna beat this stupid thing again. Put my arrows on my better bow than I had before. And let's fight him over here away from the plains. It's daytime too, which is good. Oh yeah, I forgot he knocked all these trees down. Constantly. I brought the 3 ancient seeds I need. Thankfully. I had 3. Burn. Where are you, Elder? Come out. Wow, this is very shaky. See how much more damage this does. Oh, pretty decent amount more. Ow. I'm supposed to hide around the pillars, but maybe I can use the pillar that he's behind. Oh, what happened? Oh, I have no stamina. Gotta go by. Does it seem like he's just not taking fire damage sometimes? This is a bit of an awkward situation here. I have to kind of run past him. And of course, Skeleton has decided to join the party. Don't know who invited him. It was not me. You stop hiding behind the pillars. Only I'm allowed to do that. What are you shooting at? I'm scared. Is it one of those things from the plains area? Taking a long time. This is better than my other one that I had, my other bow, but it's still not a ton of damage, really. Bye-bye. To throw those roots up when I'm repositioning, so then I have to reposition twice. Die already, you stupid tree. I already beat you once. I shouldn't even have to do this. No swamps for me anymore. At least not for a while. Like a fifth of his health. A little bit more. Okay, I'm almost dead. I got hit by every single one of those. Please regenerate. You follow me around so much, get away from me. Burning, one more hit and he's dead. If I wait for the burn, that might kill him. Nope, okay. That will. Yay! Defeated once again. Oof. Another trophy and another key. Even if the game thinks it's the same thing that I had before, it's not. Or even if the game thinks I had never got it before. No, I definitely did. Okay, now I take this home. You see, it says a swamp key, which makes me think I'm supposed to go to the swamp next. That thing was way too hard. I don't know how I'm supposed to live in the swamp. On my way back. I'll go back to my base, see if there's anything I need to pick up, and if there isn't, I'm going home. Onwards. Please, like actually go forward. Oh. It took a long time. I don't even know what the swamp key is used for, honestly. I assume that there's something that needs to be unlocked in a swamp. But I don't know for sure. Well, the ride back shouldn't be as bad as the other ones. Be faster. Except I have to go around the island now, which is kind of annoying. Before I could go through the little river here, but this thing's too big. There's no way I could get that thing to go through the river. Maybe, but I don't even want to try it. I'm just gonna go around, and this way around is way too... Look at that. That's absurd. That's the tip of the island. I'm gonna try and go this way, and I'm going to assume that this isn't connected, and if it is, I'll just cry a little. High tide today. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. I'll take the deer hide. I'll leave the resin. I think the deer hide would be useful. Leave all the wood. Honestly, I'll take this resin then, and then I'll leave 30. So I'll take 20. I do need some at home. There's no reason to really be sitting here with it. So I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna destroy the bed because my boat just break. Better not have. I'll try. Better be okay. I'm gonna break the bed. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna break the bed because I don't want to spawn here. On again. Alright, I mean, it makes sense that the music would be similar considering both Skyrim and this game have, like, you know, to do with, like, a Viking kind of culture. Onward! Around the island. I'm gonna put music on. Oops. The last time I was reading. Nope. Not I think I have my browser muted anyways. Don't I? Yeah, I do. I did add some new music to this playlist. Oh yeah, I get to attack my boat again. up. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Could be. If it is, let me know. Okay, please stop attacking the boat. I'm not even going the slightly right direction anymore. The rough seas pushed me elsewhere. There's a pufferfish above the water. It's from my game music playlist. Exclamation mark playlist in chat, you'll get a link. Need to make sure I don't go into the swamp and die again. Stay far enough away from it. Keep it close enough to like reveal a map and stuff, but there's like a swamp up here too. So this might be the next island I go to, which is closer than the last one, so I'll take it, I guess, but I'm not exactly looking forward to a swamp. These things are hard, from what my slight experience. Oh, would you look at that? A raft. I wonder why that raft is there. My stuff is there. Someday I'm gonna have to grab that. Oh, doing that now. My stuff is there. What are those dudes? Dude, this place is scary. I don't like this place, it's creepy. Corpse. There's my corpses is there. Which has some good items. I guess I get 2 sets of them, I don't know. Is it a little stormy? It is, and it's raining. See that? They will go to where that tree hits the ground, I'm assuming. We'll see if we can go up on it. I wonder if we go on top of the tree. I am curious about that. Zoom out really far. That'd be easier to boat, honestly. Zoomed out this far. So this seems to be a very big island, which I was worried about. Why can't I just go straight? Please, okay, now go straight. Okay. So there is a meadows on this island. So I could move to this island, I guess. I don't know how big the meadows is, but kind of mandatory to have an area where you're not going to get attacked all the time. So the Crinmos are doing pretty well. Look at this sweet boat I have. I'm no longer rafting. I have an actual, genuine vessel that isn't made out of 4 or 5 logs. It's pretty fast. I'm attempting to go home after beating a boss for the second time, because the first time I died and some restoring backup stuff happened, so I had to go beat it again. Okay. Now, I'm about to map the whole island. I'm just gonna do it. We had to move on to newer and better technologies. That's our new family motto. We need to evolve. We can't just sit in our old ways, no matter how comfortable they may be. Our old family tradition, we were just boar hunters, that was it. We just hunted boar, occasionally deer. That wasn't our forte though. We had a tavern, that was all. But I had the forged sword. You can't recognize me anymore. It's still me, voice. It's still me. We have new technology. I can't steer this very well. You know, new technology, you gotta learn it. This is much faster. What's the timer? Oh, in the top right. This is rested. That is after you sleep, or not even sleep, if you're just near a fireplace, you get this health regen, stamina regen, and E-tier, which is the thing on the bottom left regen. Speaking of things I need to... Just a little bit more and then I can go home. I basically have the whole island. I went this way the first time. It took a very long time. This is much shorter over here. Okay, you can go home now. Back to the abode. Finmo family home, which is here. Here. Just not on the map yet. It will be though. You can really hear me this way. Sometimes it doesn't pick it up. Sometimes it does. I'll land here as I always do, and then run back home. Or run here, put the thing down, and then go home, and then kind of just not know what to do exactly. I don't know what my next step is. I have a swamp key. I don't know what you do with a swamp key. Partly covered in caked mud. It smells fetid. Boated. I don't even know what that word means. Hey, thanks for the follow. I didn't even see that. Ripped Shah, thank you. I did not hear that at all. Thank you for the follow. Doesn't have to be here, but it's pretty good running distance to get home. Kind of like that. So that's why I like to put it here. I have a workbench around here from when I was building 5 million rafts. Right here, you can see the various hammers I have thrown onto the ground. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, back up a little bit. Hello, Ace. Hello. Dynasty member of unknown name. So, an update on that. This guy... Sorry, I just got interrupted after Danganronpa music. I'm very happy. But, this guy is... I'll have to pull it up again to check. But last time, when I beat the boss, that guy is not in this timeline, because I haven't explained this properly, but basically I had to restore an old save, but the world is still... The world and... Let me stop the music, it's too loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. When the world and the character are two different saves. And when I thought all was lost, and I was gonna have to like cheat some way with a mod, I think Ace told me to see if I had old saves, and I restored a backup. So this guy, I'm almost positive, I gotta open up the text document. Okay, wait, that did not... Let me open it. Didn't save properly. Okay. So this timeline, we are Marinko. The guy who previously beat, the boss, but that character no longer exists. This timeline is over. So Marinko is the guy who topped timelines. Mo, Crinmo, his corpse is in this world. I named him Mo. That's the guy who originally killed him and then died here. That was Mo. But this is Marinko. M-R-I-N-K-O. Marinko. Named, I'm pretty sure, by Glimmer. So, off we go back to our nice, cozy home. Trying to not get that troll to follow me. I'm gonna take all my armor off, because I'll run faster. All I have is a cape. Yep. This is Marinko. Back from the dead. Timeline hopping. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. This game's crazy. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do once I put this in the thingy, the trophy. So his corpse is still there, for Mo, and I think if I grab it, I'll get duplicates of all my items. But, I can't really get it yet. There used to be a troll around here that would always bother me in my first home. Wait, this is not my first home. This is my current home. Yes, this is the Crinmo anime. You never thought it would happen, but here it is. It even involves one of the characters undressing for no reason. Perfect. But no, it did have a reason. It's so I can run faster. It really is an anime. Good for a CGI anime, yeah. CGI low polygon anime. It's set in like a Norse mythology. No. I was really surprised the amount of CGI in Chainsaw Man. I didn't expect that. Okay, here's the tree guy. Yay! Faster wood cutting. Is that it? It's literally just faster wood cutting? It's pretty good. I feel like everybody was praising it a lot. It's not bad. I just think it's a little overhyped. Like I said, there's a pretty decent amount of CGI in it. Doesn't look horrible though, but it is noticeable. So I don't really want the faster woodcutting thing. I mean, that's kind of useful, but also kind of useless. Okay, wait a second. I heard a crow. Hold on. I think I was a crow came down. That guy came down. My little crow friend. Marinko. Is that these parts is in Norse or these parts is in your parts? Did the crow land here? Or am I just hearing other crows? I don't see a crow. So I'm assuming your parts. Interesting. Maybe Marinko is... Maybe he's actually from there. And he snuck into the family. Maybe this is a fake beard. Oh no. It can't be. There's no. So, I don't know what to do next. Like, as in, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Sleep, Brinko. Maybe. I'm honestly shocked that they're not telling me what to do with this crow key. Crow key, oh my gosh. With this swamp key. I mean, there's some things I can definitely do. There's a cartography table. There's portals, which will, I'm assuming, be pretty useful. You can kind of have your base here and then go elsewhere once you reach there. There's carts, which will be useful for mining. There's an ads. Aids? No idea. I guess so, but the swamp is so scary. I don't wanna. It's so scary. That's where I keep dying. And then this is also an upgrade. The forge cooler, which I do not have yet. And a fermenter. All this stuff requires me to go mining. There's item stands. Not really, so my options here. There's 2 islands. This one, which I've clearly been to, it's very tiny. Then there's this ginormous island here. It's huge. Look how long it is. I don't know where it ends here. It might be really skinny. It might be really wide. I don't know. There's a swamp up here. You can look in the top right. It says swamp. There's also this tiny swamp. I would imagine that the thing is going to be up here. I can also explore the rest of my island, which I have not done. I have a faster boat. I can find the tip over here. The tip over here is like right here. It's pretty close. I just didn't want to run all the way down here, so I just cut through because I didn't know where it was going to end. Then there's other islands around here. There's the plains, which there's for some reason is a little tiny patch of here. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that because there could be something on the edge here that I haven't seen. So I think I'm gonna take my boat and do that. Guess I might as well do that first before I go mining. Where's the hive? Is in here, I think. I don't have any more. Not there. Where does these things go? Here. Do I have any dandelions anywhere? Yes. This. I have 1 single resin in there for some reason. These. More food. Here. Berries. Carrot seeds. I can try and plant. No, I can't because I lost my cultivator. And for that, I need more bronze, which requires mining. But first, I'm going to do the very long trek all the way back to my raft. Or no, this is not a raft anymore. This is a boat. It'd be very nice if it was right there, but it's not. And I don't think I can make another. I think it requires too many materials. It requires... Yeah, I don't even think I have enough bronze for that. Okay, off to the boat. Again, the long run. This time I have a bit more stamina though because of the blueberries. Yep. On the boat again. Wait to get back on the boat again. Voice was very disappointed to hear that I'm not rafting anymore. He said, and I quote, "You abandon your family's tradition of rafting? I can't recognize you anymore." He was not happy. I tried to explain the evolving technology and evolving times and need to keep ever expanding. I don't think he understood. There's also a mountain, which I've never gone onto fully. Well, no, one poor guy did. Poor, I think his name was Crimmy. Poor Crimmy. Hello, Chad. How you doing? Yeah, essentially. I still kill boars sometimes, but when you're called on upon by Odin, you must answer the call. Let's see if I can back out of here. Okay, let's go forward instead. Please? Come on. Tide, rise a little bit. Go, 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 go. It rose a little. Forward. Alright, that was kind of close. It's good to hear, Chad. I'm just playing some Valheim. Trying to explore the rest of my island. I am unsure of what the gay empire is, to give a yes or a no. So I need to go down here, and then I'll see. I'm wondering if it does this or if this is a little island. So nice how fast this boat is. It's so much faster than the other one. Look at me zoom. Pufferfish out of the water. We can still have story time, however, a bit of an issue is A, there's a storm, and B, I'm not sure how much turning I'm gonna have to do. But I can go grab the book. Oh my gosh, where did this deer come from? It's just a deer in the water. But, you know, the first time I read was actually in this boat, so... Or was that the second time, actually? First time was in the raft. Then it was the boat when I went all the way around that island. This is interesting. It looks like it kind of goes like this. So there's just kind of like a big inward thing. No, no more. No more serpents, not my pretty new boat. No, I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me because moose are terrifying. I'm afraid that I don't know if I can do story time right now because I think there's so many turns that I'm going to need to take up here that I will barely be able to read. I'm going to read 3 words and then have to look up and adjust course. When I get around this way, though, a polar bear and an orca. Wow, that's not many. And those are two vastly different types of animal. I honestly cannot believe that there is an animal that has a predator that is a bear and a whale. That's just... doesn't even make any sense. Often encounter them when they dive in northern parts. I can't even imagine somebody who doesn't know that that's gonna happen and they're diving and just... they just see a moose. That would be terrifying. It's like me finding a deer, but even worse, because I'm in a boat and the deer's not gonna attack me. I'd expect the seal. The seals are in water and out of water. That's not as surprising. I wonder what the cartography table does. I'm kind of interested. Watch, it's like, oh, it increases the range. It goes all the way from here out to here. You should have just made a table, you idiot. Knowing how this game has treated me, I wouldn't be surprised, so I'm not going to go all the way in there. There's a river here, which is interesting. How? How does a moose make it that far? Alright, good night, Pepsi. Sleep well. See you later. Thanks for watching. I'll take the river. Why not? This is a bigger river than the other island. This is a huge river. I kinda need to eat food, but nothing's attacking me right now, so it's not mandatory. Although, I don't know, voice might summon a sea serpent somehow inside the river. I'm gonna get the boat. Not the boat. I'm gonna get my own boat. I'm actually gonna play this game in a boat. I'm gonna get the book. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have the book. All of a sudden you see a moose, that's just insane. I feel like moose are like some of the craziest creatures that are on the planet, but yet you don't really realize it until you actually start looking at it. Let me put some text on here. So let it be known. I'm reading. Test. Change the color, being a little bit easier to read, maybe. See? Will that be easier to see? Can I put a border on it? Gradient. Sure. And a bit of a background. Okay. Fancy. Look at my fancy thing. put it up here. Like that. Moose milk is very nutritional and is very tasty. That's interesting. Yeah, wait, let me even go fancy. You might not really be able to tell. Fancy. I changed the font a little bit. I like the font. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to change the color because it's blue, but like the sky is blue, so it's gonna be kind of hard to read. I think that's a little easier to read. Okay. Sure. There we go. All right. So when we left off, we have to do a bit of a recap of the story. It's been like 3 days. So, what time is it? Oh wow, it's 3 already. Jeez. Although I don't have anything pressing to do in game, at least. I do have to stop at 4 apps. I do. So, be a little after 4, I guess, but yeah. This is an Edgar Allan Poe story. Anybody wasn't here before. About 2 sailors, or seamen, they're called. One is named Legs. Yes, like the things you have below your waist. And the other one is, what's his name again? He has an actual name. Hugh Tarpaulin. Legs is 6 feet and a half and has a habitual stoop in the shoulders. Hugh, on the other hand, is not even 4 feet tall. He has no hands, as it says here. His nose is buried in a mass of flesh which enveloped his round, full, and purple face. He has a thick upper lip, rested upon the still thicker one beneath. Okay, here it is. He has stumpy bow legs, supporting his squat, unwieldy figure. His unusually short and thick arms, with no ordinary fists at their extremities, so I think that means that he has no hands, swung off, dangling from his sides like the fins of a sea turtle. Somehow he has eyes that have no particular color. Anyways, they couldn't pay for their drinks, so they ran away. And there's a plague in England, and they are running into a neighborhood that is nowhere short fingers, but I like thinking he doesn't have hands. But probably makes more sense that he probably just no ordinary fists at their extremities. Probably means he doesn't have hands or fingers or very short ones. Fine, we'll go with that. They couldn't pay for their drinks. Apparently they're looking for a mineral called chalk or something like that to sell. They couldn't pay for their drinks, so they ran off into this plague-infested neighborhood. And they, there's a bunch of skeletons and just corpses all over the place. Eventually, it was spelled like it said here, no chalk, which C-H-A-L-K, which to their indignation and astonishment were scored over the doorway by means of that very mineral whose presence they purported to deny. So, I think they're looking for chalk, like the stuff you use on a blackboard. To sell? I don't know. That's the impression I got. But anyways, they're running through this neighborhood, and they find this house. And they go inside, and there's a bunch of wine. So there's like a wine cellar, and then there's a bowl of punch, and there's 6 people at a table. He's gaunt and tall, their leader. His face is yellow as saffron, In every one of these people we stopped halfway through, they have a certain feature that is very notable. It was his forehead was so unusually large and hideously lofty as to have the appearance of a bonnet or crown of flesh superadded upon the natural head. The other lady, what was her thing? Face was exceedingly round, red, and full. The same peculiarity, or rather want of peculiarity, attached itself to her countenance. That before mentioned, in the case of the president, only one feature is... I need to get, a bit caught up. What was her feature? Her mouth. Commencing at the right ear, it swept with a terrific chasm to the left. The short pendants, which she wore in either arcular, I'm assuming maybe that's like an earlobe, continually bobbing into the aperture. She made, however, every exertion to keep her mouth closed and look dignified. And then the last one, this lady had such a big, extremely long, thin, sinuous, flexible, and pimpled nose that hung down far below her underlip, and in spite of the delicate manner in which she has now and then moved it from one side to the other with her tongue. And that is where we left it off at. So they found these people who have very strange features. So let's see if I can go down this river and read the rest of the story. Not that one. I don't know how much more is left. So let's see. Hopefully you can hear me well. Over against her, and upon the left of the dropsical lady, was seated a little puffy, wheezing, and gouty old man, whose cheeks reposed upon the shoulders of their owner, like two huge bladders of Oporto wine. With his arms folded, and with one bandaged leg deposited upon the table, he seemed to think himself entitled to some consideration. He evidently prided himself upon every inch of his personal appearance, but took more especial detail in calling attention to his gaudy-colored surtout. I don't know what that is. This, to say the truth, must have cost him no little money. I guess it's some kind of clothing. This, to say the truth, must have cost him no little money, and was made to fit him exceedingly well, being fashioned from one of the curiously embroidered silken covers appertaining to those glorious cushions which in England and elsewhere are customarily hung up in some conspicuous place upon the dwellings of departed aristocracy. I am almost crashing. It is Surtout. I'm not sure what that is. I assume it's some kind of an article of clothing, but I'm not 100% sure. French. Not surprising. Be careful in this river. Get away from me, Neck. Don't attack my thing. Okay, not that ledge of this one. There we go. Next to him, and at the right hand of the president, there is a decent amount of French. Anything fancy in English is named by the French. Kinda. That did happen, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm trying to read a story here, and you're attacking me. This is very rude. You guys do not get to enjoy story time. Okay, that's your punishment. Yeah, run away. Oh my gosh. So rude. These guys are so rude. Okay, anyways, if I could get back to the story. If I can get back in my boat. Next to him, and at the right hand of the president, was a gentleman in lawn white hose and cotton drawers. His frame shook in a ridiculous manner, with a fit of what Tarpaulin called the horrors. His jaws, multiple, which had been newly shaved, were tightly tied up by a bandage of muslin, and his arms being fastened in a similar way at the wrists, preventing him from helping himself too freely to the liquors upon the table. A precaution rendered necessary, in the opinion of ladies, by the peculiarly sottish and wine. And now we can go straight. Truly sottish and wine-bibbing cast of his visage, a pair of prodigious ears, nevertheless, which it was no doubt found impossible to confine, towered away into the atmosphere of the apartment and were occasionally pricked up in a spasm at the sound of the drawing of a cork. Made it out of the little river. Now we need to go this way. Pork, beef, and poultry are French words because they were the royals in England wanted to use their words for food rather than English words. I think I've heard of that before, that they certain words were French to make them sound all fancy. Not fancy. They would use those words in the higher society because they were French, and then the English words were used in lower society. That's what I meant to say. Alright. Fronting him, sixthly and lastly, was situated a singularly stiff-looking personage, who, being afflicted with paralysis, must, to speak seriously, have felt very ill at ease in his unaccommodating habiliments. Habiliments. I don't know. Oh, medieval dress. And the French occupied England. Lots of stuff happened to the English language when different people occupied it. The fancy dress. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've never seen a troll with a piece of wood in his hand before, I don't think. Please don't see me. Don't come after me. Alright. He was habited, somewhat uniquely, in a new and handsome mahogany coffin. Putting him in a coffin before he's even dead. Its top or headpiece pressed upon the skull of the wearer, and extended over it in the fashion of a hood, giving the entire face an air of indescribable interest. Don't go off that way. Armholes had been cut in the sides, for the sake not more of elegance than of convenience, but the dress, nevertheless, prevented its perpetrator from sitting as erect as his associates. and as he lay reclining against his trestle, at an angle of 45 degrees, a pair of huge goggle eyes rolled up their awful whites towards the ceiling in absolute amazement at their own enormity. Straighten this ship out a little bit. Go a little closer to this shore, I guess. The island. Before each party lay a portion of a skull, which was used as a drinking cup. Overhead was suspended a human skeleton by means of a rope tied around one of the legs and fastened to a ring in the ceiling. The other limb, confined by no such fetter, stuck off from the body at right angles, causing the whole loose and rattling frame to dangle and twirl about at the caprice of every occasional puff of wind which found its way into the apartment. In the cranium of this hideous thing lay a quantity of ignited charcoal, which threw a fitful but vivid light over the entire scene. While coffins and other wares appertaining to the shop of an undertaker. Oh, that's why he's in a coffin. Yeah, this is an undertaker shop. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Main commoners from buying silk and fur. Wow. It's not very nice. Where was it? Shop of an undertaker. Were piling up around the room and against the windows, preventing any ray from escaping into the streets. Coffins and other wares, they didn't want anybody to know they were inside, I guess. At sight of this extraordinary assembly, and of their still more extraordinary paraphernalia, our two seamen did not conduct themselves with that degree of decorum, which might have been expected. Legs, leaning against the wall, near which he happened to be standing, dropped his lower jaw still lower than usual, and spread his eyes to their fullest extent, while Hugh Tarplin, stooping down as to bring his nose upon a level with the table, and spreading out a palm. He does have hands. You're right. He does have hands. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. How are they preventing somebody from being poor? You can't buy the expensive stuff. That means you won't be poor. Yep, that makes sense. Where am I? Where is the... Stooping down is to bring his nose upon a level with the table, and spreading out a palm upon either knee, burst into a long, loud, and obstreperous roar of very ill-timed and immoderate laughter, without, however, taking offensive behaviors so extensively rude. The tall president smiled very graciously upon the intruders, nodded to them in a dignified manner with his head of sable plumes, and, arising, took each by an arm, and led him to a seat, which some others of the company had placed in the meantime for his accommodation. I'm going really far off course. Placing in time for his accommodation, Legs, to all of this, offered not the slightest resistance, but sat down as he was directed, while the gallant Hugh, removing his coffin trestle from his station near the head of the table, to the vicinity of the little consumptive lady in the winding sheet, plumped down by her side in high glee, pouring out a skull of red wine, offered to their better acquaintance. I guess probably like a cheers or something. I don't know. Maybe gave it to him. I keep doing this. You know, I'm using my finger here as well, and I'm losing my spot. But at this presumption, the stiff gentleman in the coffin seemed exceedingly nettled, and serious consequences might have ensued, had not the president, rapping upon the table with his truncheon, diverted the attention of all present to the following speech. It becomes our duty upon the present happy occasion. Avast there, interrupted Legs, looking very serious. Avast there a bit, I say, and tell us who the devil ye are, and what business ye have here. Rigged off like the foul fiends, and swilling the snug blue ruin stowed away for the winter by my honest shipmate, Will Wimble the Undertaker. Works again. At this unpardonable piece of ill-breeding, all the original company half stared at their feet and uttered the same rapid succession of wild, fiendish shrieks which had before caught the attention of the seamen. The president, however, was the first to recover his composure, and at length, turning to Legs with great dignity, recommended, "Most willingly will we gratify any reasonable courtesy on the part of guests so illustrious, unbidden though they be. Know then that in these dominions I am monarch, and here rule with undivided empire upon the title of King Pest the First." Ah, this is King Pest. Hey, by the way, we made a circle. We got the name drop. Here's my island. It's very big. It's a lot of meadows. I think this is just all meadow in here. And then this really isn't much. And this isn't much either. I guess now we go back here. It is a very big island. We do so much on it. Fine. It's all mine. It's all the Crinmo dynasties. I'll explore all of it. That's gonna take forever. I don't have a horse or anything even. You know how long this is gonna take to go through here? And I think this is just black forest and stuff. I don't think it's very useful for me to go through. I think it's better for me to just go back here. Cut all the minerals and cut all the trees. To learn magic to get faster. If only. All I can do is just run. Ace wants me to just deforest this place, take all its minerals, leave it as just a plain wasteland. I don't think there are horses in this game. Yeah, I just got Minecraft on my mind. Like the absolutely fabulous parody song. And run. I don't wanna. I'm not exploring this whole thing. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Really what I need to do is go up here and explore. I'm not really prepared for that though. Underground civilization underneath it. That's your plan every single time, boys. That's what you always want. You want a giant civilization underground. Sadly, you can't dig too far down in this game. There's a limit. I'm pretty sure. At least last time I played. Or last time I tried to dig down, it just kind of stopped. I couldn't go any further. Really couldn't go very far. Anyway, I still have this story to read. Not sure what I'll do when I dock. Maybe I do? I don't know. Last time I tried was with the very first pickaxe you get. Back to the story. So this is King Pest talking. This apartment, which you no doubt profanely suppose to be the shop of Will Wimble the Undertaker, a man whom we know not, and whose plebeian appellation has never before this night thwarted our royal ears. This apartment, I say, is the dice chamber of our palace, devoted to the councils of our kingdom, and to other sacred and lofty purposes. The noble lady who sits opposite is Queen Pest, our serene consort, the other exalted personages whom you behold are all of our family, and wear the insignia of the blood royal under the respective titles of His Grace the Archduke of Pest-Ilferis, His Grace the Duke Pestilential, Pestilential, His Grace Duke Tempest, and His Serene Highness the Archduchess Anapest, whatever, however you want to say that. As regards, continued he, your demand of the business upon which we sit here in council might be pardoned for replying that it concerns, and concerns alone, our own private and regal interest, and is in no manner important to any other than ourselves, but in consideration of those rights. We're almost gone. Go away from that rock, which I keep hitting. You can stop. Don't take damage. Okay, wasn't much. Wait, I need to keep reading. How much longer is this? Should I finish this? It's 2.5 more pages. I think so too, or else there'll be another big break. I'll just stand here. Wait. Is my volume okay? I'm very close to my mic when I'm talking. I don't know if it's kind of loud. Well, we'll see how much of this I can get through before you have to leave. Yeah. Move it away a little bit. I just don't want it to like peak and get all bad sounding. Okay. That's what he's doing. Menacingly. SpongeBob. Council. Pardon for replying that it concerns, and concerns alone, our own private and regal interest. It is in no manner important to any other than ourselves, but in consideration of those rights to which, as guests and strangers, you may feel yourselves entitled. We will furthermore explain that we are here this night, prepared by deep research and accurate investigation, to examine, analyze, and thoroughly determine the indefinable spirit, the incomprehensible qualities in nature of those inestimable treasures of the plate, wines, ales, and liquors of this godly metropolis. By so doing to advance, not more, our own designs than the true welfare of that unearthly sovereign, whose reign is over us all, whose dominions are unlimited, and whose name is Death. Whose name is Davy Jones, ejaculated Tarpaulin, helping the lady by his side to a skull of liquor and pouring out a second for himself. Profane varlet, said the president, now turning his attention to the worthy Hugh. Profane and execrable wretch. We have said that in consideration of those rights which, even in thy filthy person, we feel no inclination to violate, we have condensed to make reply to thy rude and unseasonable inquiries. We nevertheless, for our unhallowed intrusion upon these councils, believe it our duty to mulct, mulse thee and thy companion, in each a gallon of black strap, having Bidded. Bidded? I don't know. I I am B-I-B-E-D. Bidded. Which to thee prosperity of our kingdom. At a single draught, and upon your bended knees, ye shall be forthwith free either to proceed upon your way, or remain and be admitted to the privileges of our table, according to your respective and individual pleasures. It would be a matter of utter impossibility, replied Legs, whom the assumptions and dignity of King Pest I had evidently inspired some feelings of respect, and who rose and steadied himself by the table as he spoke. It would, please your majesty, be a matter of utter impossibility to stow away in my hold even 1/4 part of the same liquor which your majesty has just mentioned. Say nothing of the stuffs placed on board in the forenoon by way of ballast, and not to mention the various ales and liquors shipped this evening to different seaports. I have, at present, a full cargo of humming stuff, taken in and duly paid for at the sign of the Jolly Tar. I don't think so. You will, therefore, please your majesty, be so good as to take the will for the deed, and by no manner of... You will, therefore, please your majesty, be so good as to take the will for the deed, for by no manner means either can I, or will I, swallow another drop. Least of all, a drop of that villainous bilge water that answers to the hail of black strap. Belay that, interrupted Tarpaulin, astonished not more at the length of his companion's speech than at the nature of his refusal. Belay that, you lubber, and I say, Legs, none of your palaver. My hull is still light, although I confess you yourself seem to be a little top-heavy. And as for the manner of your share of the cargo, why, rather than raise a squall, I would find stowage room for it myself, but this proceeding, interposed the president, is by no means in accordance with the terms of the Mullet, M-U-L-E-T, no, M-U-L-C-T, it's like an E, but then I get closer and I see it's just a C. Is by no means in accordance with the terms of the mults, or sentence, which is in by nature medium, and not to be altered or recalled. The conditions we have imposed must be fulfilled to the letter, and that without a moment's hesitation, in failure to which fulfillment we decree that you do here be tied neck and heels together, and duly drowned as rebels in yon hogshead of Octoberveer. A sentence, a righteous and just sentence, a glorious decree, a most worthy and upright, and holy condemnation, shouted the Pest family all together. The king elevated his forehead into innumerable wrinkles. The gouty old man puffed like a pair of bellows. The lady of the winding sheet waved her nose to and fro. The gentleman in the cotton drawers pricked up his ears. She of the shroud gasped like a dying fish, and he of the coffin looked stiff and rolled up his eyes. UGH, 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 chuckled Tarpaulin, without heeding to the general citation. I was saying, said he, I was saying when Mr. King Pest poked in the marlinspike, that as for the matter of 2 or 3 gallons more or less of blackstrap, it was a trifle to a tight seaboat, like myself, not overstowed. But when it comes to drinking the health of the devil, whom God Asolazi? A-S-S-O-I-L-Z-I-E. I've never seen this word before. Also, I've never seen when somebody's speaking there be parentheses. There's parentheses around whom God assailize. I've never seen that before when somebody's speaking. When it comes to the health of the devil, whom God assailize, and going down upon my marrow bones to his old-timey English. There's a lot of it. I'm struggling here. But when it comes to drinking the health of the devil, whom God assailize ye, and going down upon my marrow bones to his ill-favored majesty there, whom I know, and as well as I know myself to be a sinner, to be nobody in the whole world. But Tim Hurly-Gurly, the stage player, why, it is quite another guess sort of thing and utterly, altogether, past my comprehension. English is fun. Maybe if you understand it, you understand the words. I'm not even looking them up as I read them. He was not allowed to finish this speech in tranquility. At the name Tim Hurly-Gurly, the whole assembly leaped from their seats. "Treason!" shouted Majesty King Pest the First. "Treason!" shouted the little man with the gout. "Treason!" screamed the Archduchess Anna Pest. "Treason!" uttered the gentleman with his jaws tied up. "Treason!" growled he of the coffin. "Treason! Treason!" shrieked Her Majesty of the Mouth. And, by seizing the hinder part of his breeches, the unfortunate tarpaulin, who had just commenced pouring out for himself a skull of liquor, she lifted him high into the air and let him fall, without ceremony, into the huge open puncheon of his beloved ale. Bobbing up and down a few seconds, like an apple in a bowl of toddy, he at length, finally, disappeared amid the whirlpool of foam which, in the already effervescent liquor, his struggles easily succeeded in creating. Not tamely, however, did the tail seaman behold the discomfiture of his companion. Jostling King Pest through the open trap, the valiant legs slammed the door down upon him with an oath, and strode toward the center of the room. Here, tearing down the skeleton which, swaying over the table, he laid it about him with so much energy and goodwill that, at the last glimpses of light died away within the apartment, he succeeded in knocking out the brains of the little gentleman with the gout. Rushing then, with all his force against the fatal hogsmeade full of October ale and Hugh Tarpaulin, he rolled it over and over in an instant. Out burst a deluge of liquor so fierce, so impetuous, so overwhelming, that the room was flooded from wall to wall. The loaded table was overturned. The trestles were thrown upon their backs, the tub of punch into the fireplace, and the ladies into hysterics. Piles of death furniture, floundered about. Jugs, pitchers, and carboys mingled promiscuously in the melee. It's funny, they have melee in italics like it's a different word, but like in a different language. But yeah, I know melee. In the melee. And wicker flagons encountered desperately with bottles of junk. The man with the horrors was drowned upon the spot. The little stiff gentleman floated off in his coffin. The victorious legs, seizing by the waist of the fat lady in the shroud, rushed out with her onto the street and made a beeline for the free and easy, followed by easy sail by the redoubtable Hugh Tarpaulin, who, having sneezed 3 or 4 times, panted and huffed after him with the Archduchess Anna Pest. It's M-E-L-E with a little line above it, an E. Hello, Janjo, Portal 2 Valheim. I'm walking outside right now, but I've been lurking on my PC. Hey, thanks. Thanks for lurking. I just finished reading King Pest. Not entirely sure what I just read. It sounded like they tried to drown Tarpaulin in a bowl of punch. But then legs came in, beat him up. And then when Tarpaulin was pulled out of the bowl of punch, it flooded the entire house, the entire apartment. and then legs and tarpaulin, along with Anapest, who I don't remember. I think she's the one with the nose. Left. So I think those three just left. Old-timey English makes stories hard to understand sometimes. I can't understand it. I once tried to read The Hobbit. Original Tolkien English is already difficult enough. Yeah, that's... I'd like to read The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, but that's something that turns me off of it. Is the fact that I don't understand the English. But that was King Pest. I liked all the character descriptions. I thought that was a lot of fun. How they had their own... it's fine. Spanish. I can't speak. It's fine, Janjo. Yeah, I'm sure the German translation's better. Portal was good. We beat it. We beat the game. And Valheim, I already beat this boss. But then I died, and I couldn't get my stuff back. I tried again. The enemies are too hard. So rather than literally getting all of my gear again and maybe getting my stuff back, I restored a backup save. But that backup save was old, so I had to beat the boss again. Yeah, it was about 2 hours and then 3 hours. It was about 5 to 6 hour game. So yeah, I didn't have to look up any solutions either. I was happy about that. I thought I was going to have to twice, but I did it. I did it both times. I didn't have to look up anything. I haven't had to look up anything for any of the 3 puzzle games I've played on stream, which I'm very happy about. It's like an accomplishment for me. Yes, my ginormous otter brain. It's so big. And then I have a book of poems and short stories from Edgar Allan Poe. And that is what I just finished reading. My last stream, when I played Valheim, the rafting takes so long, although I have a new boat now. It takes so long and nothing happens that I decided to read it, because these are all in Edgar Allan Poe is public domain, because he died so long ago. So all of his stories I can just read on stream. And I thought that would be fun. So I picked a random one. It was King Pest. I thought that it was pretty fun. I liked all the character descriptions of all the weird people with their strange, weird appearances. One lady had a nose so long it went below her bottom lip, and she played with it with her tongue. I thought that was a very funny description. So now that I beat no. Oh, Janjo. I understand that when you're out and your phone connection just dies. I completely understand that. Very annoying. But now that I beat Portal 2, there's like a new slot basically. Okay. Bye-bye, voice. I think you were cooking, so enjoy your meal. All the ugly, plague-ridden people living in their illustrious Undertaker. I don't know what to call it. It's not a store or a shop. All the liquor. Even though I didn't 100% understand the story, I still really enjoyed it because the descriptions were amazing. But, you know, I have... What games do I have that it's playing on stream? Valheim. And I just beat Portal. Played Minecraft on stream, but I'm playing off stream too. I don't need to play that on stream, or else I would have like never played it. I just waited until then. So I have a new story game, I guess you could call it, that I could start playing. I think it's going to be BioShock 2. I think that's going to be my next game. That might be next time I stream, actually. Will be BioShock 2. So, looking forward to that. Because I beat Bioshock 1 a couple of months ago. So Bioshock 2 will be next. Then after that, I'm gonna play Biologically Shocked. What, I don't even remember what his name is, the guy you play as. All of his biology will be thoroughly shocked. And I will, with my special shocking powers, shock all of everybody else's biology. But the next game, I was gonna wait, but I'll just say it. I'm gonna use my PlayStation 5. I have a capture card, and I'm gonna play Demon Souls, which I never finished. I played it some before, but I never finished it. It's not an easy game, so yeah, we're gonna do Demon Souls after Bioshock 2. I don't know how it's gonna go, but yep, time to start dying. You know what I was thinking? I should have had a death counter for this game. But I'll have to have one for Demon Souls. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I should have used it. Or I should be used to it from Valheim. Oh, don't worry, I am. I think this game is harder than Demon Souls. There is one boss I will not be afraid to cheese. What's his name? Oops, what did I just do? Flame Lurker or something like that. I cheesed him last time, I'll do it again. This game cheeses you, I'll cheese it right back. I don't know if anybody's ever watched Demon Souls. But I want to play all the Dark Souls games, too. Yes. It's, and then Elden Ring. It's such a... All these games, you know... If the developers do it to you... Okay, I guess I'm putting them back on by accident. If the developers will do it to you, I'll do it back to them. Do it back to the game, I mean. But I'm prepared. I don't have Elden Ring, and I've never played Bloodborne. But I played Dark Souls 1 a bit, I never finished it. I played Demon Souls, I think I got halfway through, I never finished it. I have Demon Souls, I have Dark Souls 1. When I was playing Dark Souls 1, I thought I was going to end up playing Dark Souls 2, I never did, but I bought Dark Souls 2. And then finally, Dark Souls 3 was on sale. It hadn't been on sale for a year and a half, so I got Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna play them. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna play all of them. So, and then eventually Elden Ring. I also had to buy the remaster for Dark Souls. That was the recent summer sale. That's what I bought. Dark Souls 1 and 3. Because the older Prepare to Die edition was just not new enough for me. It was not new enough. No, I sound like an entitled asshole. That's not what I meant. My brain completely just messed up there. It is laggy. The old game is laggy. It doesn't have, and I think you get the DLCs with the new one. I don't even know if the servers are up for the old one anymore. So I had to get the new one, the remastered, instead of the Prepare to Die edition. Dark Souls is not an easy game. It is not. I don't, honestly, to be 100% honest, I think the Dark Souls games are absurdly overrated. People act as if they are like masterpieces, they are not. I don't think they're bad games. That's why I have them. Why I will play them. So, for Valheim, just a quick little thing here. I'm gonna stop because I have to go in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna stop the Valheim here, but I'm gonna give you, and anybody else, but especially, you know, this statement's towards Ace. I'm gonna give you a treat. I'm gonna show you my Minecraft base, which you've been dying to see, I'm sure. And I'm out of water, but I'm ending in like 10 minutes anyways, so it's fine. Yeah, you're gonna see my base. I've made some changes, honestly. I see Precy's not streaming, but uh like actually can't really go. I have to go somewhere. And I need to eat before I go somewhere. So I do have to stop soon. I just saw the tweet. I hope she feels better. Yes. I need to start eating more before I stream. I don't. Typically just something small, but whenever I'm gonna do something long, I need to eat more. So then I don't get hungry during it. Because I don't want to stop and eat, and I'd rather just have more fuel. Anyways, Minecraft. Minecraft. We love Minecraft. Where's the game? Here it is. Ooh, I need to and then in the middle. There we go. Okay. In we go. I'm not even going to change the category because this is not going to be that long. Screw it, I will. I have horses now. Look at them. I also have shaders on. I've never streamed with them on, so I don't know what don't know how this will run. And change the category. I have 2 horses because the first one that I got is not good. This guy's very slow and has no health. Look how slow this is compared to this dude. He's so much faster. And they seem to like this area. I don't know why. So I have a very nice pickaxe. It has mending, which means that I can repair it and it won't break. It has efficiency 4, fortune 3, unbreaking 3. That's very good. Fortune means that you when you mine stuff like diamonds or whatever, you get more. But so this guy, I have to get out of here. I can show the base. Over here. Right here, he has some villagers where you can get enchantments. And I tried to get mending, but I got this stupid bookcase instead. I was very angry. I was very mad that I got that bookcase. That was so stupid. I clicked the book and everything. And I'll show that area in there in a second, but this is what I've done. It's very different. I have brick now. This sign was clearly not edited by Jackie at all. Of course, I would spell my name Quinmo. Quinmo's Pond Ulu. It was definitely not her. Of course, how could it be her? Here's the kiddie slide. This is like a water park. Go over here, go down, wee, into the water. And then let me sleep so it's nice and bright. Yellow bricks. There's almost yellow bricks. I don't know. You can make bamboo almost into yellow, but it's not yellow bricks. But yes, we need a yellow brick road. It took me a second to understand what you were saying. Well, not saying, referencing. Follow the yellow brick road. And then we up here have the big boy diving board. You gotta take a big trek all the way up these steps to get up to the big boy diving board. Of course, it's not just for boys. Big boy or girl diving board. And then, whee! So, let me, I think I showed that already, the picture. I don't know what this picture is here. That I took. Little screenshot. Find it. I hope I can. Here it is. Yeah, this one. Of us, taking the villagers back to my base. See here, she's very far in the distance, if you can see. It wasn't the best picture, I literally just pressed print screen. And I got that. So yes, in our boats, we took the villagers back. Delete it, I don't need them smaller. And this is where we took them. Yes, us kidnapping villagers. And they went on this path. I destroyed most of it. Into here. I have not filled this in yet. And this is 3 of theirs wonderful home. Oh, and then here's my little farm. Some stairs here. This is the temporary villager housing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them eventually, but here's where they live. They have a painting. See? They can talk to each other. They can look at the painting. This guy has a job. He'll give me emeralds if I give him food. It's a very cozy area down here. They really like it. Trust me. They love it down here. And then over here is new. An iron farm. This is why I needed the villagers. And this is copper. Where does he get those emeralds? I don't know. He just pulls them out of thin air. He's a magician. Or maybe they just have a giant stuff. Maybe they're made out of emeralds. And they just pick them off themselves. So this is copper. But copper will oxidize. And eventually, it'll look like this. Almost. It'll be even bluer than this. So this used to be completely orange. Like this. But now it's turned into this. It'll eventually turn into that. And then it'll be completely blue in the future. We have 2 friendly zombies here. They sit in the pink boat. This was Jackie's boat. And these villagers, they work here at the iron farm. One clearly will be fixing the hoppers. The other one, if you can see in there, there's like some water dripping. One of them, clearly that's his job. He's not very good at it. And there's a supervisor. And he watches the zombies to make sure that they're all good. So the technical thing that's going on here is these villagers see these zombies, and the zombies have to be in a boat or else they'll despawn. They could also hold an item, but it's easier to do this. They get scared, so these guys are living in perpetual fear. They get scared of these zombies, and then up here, it hasn't happened yet, but it will. An iron golem will spawn. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. It should have. And when they die, they give you iron, and also sometimes they'll give you poppies. And I need the iron. It's way easier than going to mine it. Come on, spawn in. What's going on here? Work. I legitimately don't understand why this isn't working. Anyways, it says up there, Made by Jackie and Crinmo. That's what I wrote on the sign. Okay, anyways, a thing will spawn up there. There's water. I don't know why this isn't working. Kind of concerning it's not working. It'll spawn in there and then it gets pushed into the lava. It burns to death and then, you know, some iron pops out. Very nice and wholesome. I don't know why it's not working. So the last thing is inside of here, inside of my house in the mountain, is I'm gonna build, under construction, Crinmo's Magnificent Pies. I said it before on stream, I want to make pies. So in here, I'm gonna have sugar cane and pumpkins growing. It's gonna be all automated. And then there'll be these hoppers, which is why I need the iron, and it'll pop out over here, and I'm gonna have a little counter. Like at a store, not like a counter as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like here, and then I'll have the pumpkins on the other side, and then if anybody wants them, they can come in and they can grab some pumpkins. So this will be Crinmo's Magnificent Pies. Right in here. And then I don't know what I'll put over here. So I'm excited. That's why I needed to get this thing. Oh, by the way, I called my pickaxe Picmo. So I I cleared this all out yesterday. I named my... Do I have it on me? No, I don't. It's in here. Wait, what? Where is it? Here it is. This thing has aqua affinity, which means if you're underwater, you'll break things at the same you would above water. Normally it's not. Yes, Picmo. I named him Aquaman for this helmet, but I don't want it to break, so I'm not wearing it most of the time. And sadly, I had a sword, it had fire aspect on it. I used it too much, it broke by accident. I didn't repair it. I'm mad. That one was called Lava Girl. I don't know if you ever saw the Disney Channel movie, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. So and it would set people on fire if you hit them. So I named it Lava Girl. So yeah, Picmo. Cutmo. Maybe I should. Once I get a good sword, I'll name it Cutmo. And then this will be maybe Axmo, Chopmo. This will be Chopmo. And then Digmo. That one actually works. It kind of, I guess they Chopmo, Digmo. I'll have to do that. I'll have to make it a priority to get, because this is netherite. I need to make it a priority to get other netherite tools. So, yeah. Oh my horse found its way in here. You're not supposed to be in here, horsey. Look how fast this guy is. He's so fast. I love him. It's great. Other guy, not so great. I'm actually very concerned about the fact that this isn't working. Doesn't make any sense. I have literally no idea why it wouldn't be working. It is baffling me. It doesn't like going upstairs, I noticed that before. It's horse. I don't have a horse name. Do you have any ideas for a name for my horse? I don't have them. That's basically it. Horse mo. Everything will just be something mo. Horse mo. That'll just be my naming scheme for everything. This is pond mo, and that's house mo. This is diving board mo. So, okay. I need to stop now. I do need to stop. Gone on too long. So, all right. Let's go over here to the chatting screen. Okay. So, 1 second. Okay. Yes. I have to go eat, and then I have to go somewhere. I'm being reminded of this right now. I went on a little too long. Okay. So yes, thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Beating Valheim. Not Val. I did not beat Valheim yet. Portal 2, and then playing some more Valheim. Thanks for watching, Janjo. Thanks for everybody for watching. I had a lot of fun. Yes. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll stream next. I suppose it could be tomorrow. I don't know. I'll tweet it or post it. Whatever. I'll just say tweet. Whoa! I pressed D because I still have my hands in WASD. I pressed A, and it was like, okay, time to go to another scene. It went all black. The void entered. Thank you, Janjo. Have a nice Sunday too. Yes, I was taken by the void. The void, it absorbed me. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, I do have to go. I need to end it right now. Okay. So see you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.